Good day everyone, I am Jalili Gil de la Cruz and we are Group 7. Our topic is all about supply chain management, agile and reverse. And let's meet our team and grouper contributions. De la Cruz Jalila Gil, leader, Canva editor, video editor. Diane Renalyn, written report. Daso Mark, trifold brochure. Naga Krisharine, quizmaster. Orgado Mia, written report. So in this lesson, we have 3 objectives. The first objective is to analyze the importance of agile supply chain and reverse supply chain in supply chain management. Our second objective is to discuss the 2 supply chain network in supply chain management. The third one is to observe and identify how the agile and reverse supply chain benefit the business and the consumer. So before we start on our topic, let's talk about first what is supply chain management or SCM. Supply chain management is a management of flow of goods, data, and finances related to the products or services, from the procurement of raw materials to the delivery of the product and its final destination. What is supply chain management with example? It includes the handling of entire flow of goods and services, starting from procuring the raw components from vendors to delivering the final products to customers. An example of supply chain in food industry includes farming, manufacturing, packaging, and transporting food products. So we have the 2 types of supply chain network. First is agile supply chain. An agile supply chain can be defined as a chain of supply that has the potential to respond to changing requirements in a way that accelerates the delivery of order goods to customer. For example is Amazon, eBay, Walmart, and Target. So in simple words, supply chain agility is a custom adopted by the companies for choosing a dealer. As we know, a supply chain with flexibility and ability to quickly react to emergency requirements can help the business answer more efficiently to its customer. Apart from flexibility, speed and accuracy are also signature mark of this type of supply chain. The agile supply chain basically refers to the use of responsive, competency, flexibility, and quickness to manage how well a supply chain entity operates on daily basis. For example of an agile supply chain. One example of a company that uses these techniques is Amazon, which adjusts price and inventory level in real time in response to competitors' moves, among other things. Experience into industry demonstrate how supply chain agility accounts from divergent level of performance among companies. The second one is reverse supply chain. Reverse supply chain expresses the advancement of product from client to dealer. This is the reverse of the customary supply chain advancement of product from vendor to client. For example, Nike products and Amazon. In simple words, the reverse supply chain can be defined as a process where a company can retrieve a product or service from the customer or the other entities that may not want the product or dispose of, recycle, repurpose, or resell the product or service. Take a look in this diagram. We see that an agile supply chain. First is virtual, the second is process alignment, next is network-based, market-sensitive.
Virtual information-based supply chain rather than inventory-based, a virtual supply chain or VSC or the informational representation of data, visualization of the organization physical supply chain network. This includes, though is not limited to manufacturing plants, warehouses, along with the supply chain components of the extended enterprise biz. First is shared information on the real demand. The types of information to be shared are purchases and sales inventory status, product development, sales and forecasting, market and development, future plan, production cost, technology, know-how, and order tracking. Second is collaborative planning. Forecasting and replenishment or CPFR describes a set of the practices in which trading partner plan key supply chain activities to efficiently meet customer demand at the lowest possible cost. And last is end-to-end visibility. End-to-end, also known as E2E, in supply chain management refers to the end-to-end process in the supply chain. It involves the process in its entirety, starting at the procurement of materials from suppliers and ending when the product reaches the customer. Electronic Data Interchange, or EDI, is the computer-to-computer exchange of business documents between trading partners. EDI allows one company to send and receive information from another company electronically in the standardized format, thereby enabling paperless communication. EDI is the business language that unites every participant in the supply chain and helps today companies provide better and more transparent service to their customer. First is leverage partner capabilities. A leverage partnership structures allow a seller to transfer most of the economic interest in the business, exchange for cash without triggering current taxes. The seller must find a strategic or financial partner to form a partnership. Second is focus on core competence for any organization. Its core competency refers to the capabilities, knowledge, skills, and resources that constitute its defining strength. A company's core competency is distinct and therefore not easily replicated by other organizations, whether they're existing competitors or new entrants into its market. And last is act as network orchestrator. New orchestration refers to action a network controller performs in setting up devices, application, and service in the network to achieve objectives. It much like an orchestra, conductors enroll in directing individual musicians as they perform a piece of musician together. Network orchestrator companies are defined as companies that create a network of fear in the participant, interact, and share in the value creation. They may sell product or services, build relationship, shared advice, give reviews, collaborative, co-create, and more. Supply chain integration is the process where all the parties involved with the fulfillment of a product are integrated into a single system. This requires significant coordination and alignment in order to ensure everyone is effectively working toward the same goal at all times. First is co-manager inventory. The integration of inventory management and accounting management system is a growing necessity in expanding business. Integrated system offers increased visibility between business and the supply chain, more accurate financial reporting, optimized stock level, and the optimization of data management and forecasting. As part of the supply chain, inventory management includes several different aspects such as controlling and overseeing purchases from suppliers and customers, maintaining the storage of stock, controlling the amount of product for sale, and order fulfillment. Next is collaborative product design. Collaboration is the SCM that focuses on joint planning, joint designing, coordination, and process integration between suppliers, customers, and other partners in the supply chain. Next is synchronous supply. Supply chain synchronization is the strategic work conducted to bridge the gap between supply chain operation, multifunctional business processes, and people system. The result of synchronous supply chain is a synchronized supply chain allows you to develop four capabilities within your organization, getting final product to end customers faster. This directly link with increasing the speed of production, having a better capacity to react the variation in demand, positive and negative. Market-sensitive supply chain is capable of reading and responding to real demand. By market-sensitive is meant that supply chain is capable of reading and responding to real demands. The use of information technology to share data between buyers and suppliers is in effect creating a virtual supply chain. Virtual supply chain is information-based rather than inventory-based. First is daily POS feedback, point of sale. POS are an important focus for marketers because consumer tends to make purchasing decision on high margin product or services at this strategic location. Traditionally, business set of POS near store exists to increase the rate of impulse purchases as consumers live. Next is capture emerging trends. Mechanization, automation, computation, robotics, information technology, biotechnology, nanotechnology, new materials, and artificial intelligence are getting popular. Marketers can achieve or gain economic of scale by using high-tech, the names of some business trends or network marketing, franchising, e-commerce, business processes or outsourcing, knowledge process, outsourcing, etc. Next is listen to consumer. The more optimized your supply chain is, the better the consumer experience, thus happier they'll be. And the more likely they'll be to make a purchase from you again. No other part of your business can come close to matching the supply chain's direct effect on creating return business.
To recognize the upside of an agile supply chain, we need to find out the components of a supply chain. We incorporate components like accumulation of requests, bundling and transport of complete merchandise, and the nature of client benefit that is publicized all through the procedure from the purpose of offer to real conveyance and pass. Along these lines, for thinking about these elements of supply chain as agile, every last one of these components must be overseen effectively and composed such as it makes conceivable to adjust to evolving conditions. It enables you to consistently meet customers' demand around fast, affordable shipping despite fluctuations in order volume. However, to meet ever-changing market demands takes deliberate supply chain planning and execution. One of the biggest benefits of having agile supply chain is that it enables you to consistently meet customers' demand and around fast, affordable shipping. Despite fluctuations in order volume, however, to meet the ever-changing market demands takes deliberately supply chain planning and execution.
Reverse supply chain. In simple words, the reverse supply chain can be defined as the process where a company can retrieve a product from the customer or other entities that may not want the product and dispose of, recycle, repurpose, and or resell the product. Ito yung proseso or order ng isang kumpanya kung saan kinukuha nila ang isang produkto sa customer na either i-dispose nila o i-reuse o i-resell na ulit yung produkto. Reverse coordination. Ito yung paraan ng pagsasaayos, implementation, observation at pagkontrol sa marunong at mga successful na inbound stream. And kasama na din dito yung data identified at dahilan para sa pagbawi o pagbabalik or doon sa appropriate transfer o mas angkop na paglipat ng produkto. Ito ang mga ilan sa cases ng reverse supply chain. Pagbabalik ng produkto at handling product relocation, remanufacturing and revamping or remake workouts, management and offer of excess, pati na din yung mga return gear at mga machines na galing sa mga equipment renting business. May iba't ibang pagtaas ng reverse supply chain at different stages of the product cycle. Ito yung mga 5 key processes.
Key procedures in reverse supply chain. Product acquisition. accumulating the used product from the user by the reseller or manufacturer because of some manufacturing defect or some other reason. It is basically considered as a company's growth strategy. It means it is a business transaction that gains control over another company. Reverse logistics, shipping of products from their final destination for auditing, sorting, and disposition. Reverse logistics helps companies reduce their environmental impact by recycling waste materials and disposing of hazardous waste properly. In addition, efficient reverse logistics operations can help save energy and resources. Apple is a great example of an effective reverse logistics system. Consumers who return to an Apple shop to purchase the most recent model are offered discount on the new product in exchange for the return of their previous model. Using this approach, Apple is able to reuse components from earlier models in future products. Inspection and disposition. Examining the condition of the product returned along with making the most profitable decision for using it in some other way. The returned products are tested, sorted, and graded. Diagnostic tests may be performed to determine a disposal action that recovers the most value from the returned product. If a product is new, it may be returned to the forward supply chain. Others may be eligible for some form or reconditioning, while others may be sold for scrap or recycling. Remanufacturing or refurnishing. Returning the product to its original source from where it was ordered in the very first place along with specifications. This is done basically when there is a manufacturing or furnishing defect in the goods. Marketing, establishing secondary market for the goods that have been recovered by the merchant from the client who initially ordered it on the beginning but choose to return it. Marketing involves stimulating demand and satisfying it at a profit. Secondary markets are channels that provide a means to sell and buy returned excess or other unwanted goods. They include factory outlets, off-price and discount stores, dollar stores, flea markets, and online auction houses.
Reverse supply chain is important because it maintains an efficient flow of goods. The process reduces cost, creates values, decreases risk, and completes the product life cycle. Managing the reverse travel of your product back into the supply chain can help you avoid making the same mistake twice and allow you to reutilize as many components of your product as possible. It enables you to consistently meet customer demand around fast, affordable shipping despite fluctuations in order volume. However, to meet ever-changing market demands takes deliberately supply chain planning and execution. While the reverse logistics is important because it maintains an efficient flow of goods, the process reduces costs, creates values, decreases risk, and completes the product life cycle.